tribe,
Kabila,
Tribu,
Soku,
a group of people,
bound together
unified
in mind,
in mind,
and purpose.
gathering,
Kokus,
Recollection,
they're gathering,
a coming,
a bringing,
a circling,
together,
together,
celebration,
Shakuga,
celebrasi,
Jula,
an elevation of soul and spirit,
of mind and body,
a joyous remembering,
a party, a festival,
the gathering,
circling,
coming together
of a
Of a
tribe,
tribe, for the purpose,
of powerful,
joyful
unforgettable celebration.
celebration.
So says the Lord. So says the Lord. So says the
and the tribes will gather together.
they will celebrate your abundant goodness and joyfully sing of your righteousness.
This is a day you are to commemorate. For the generations to come, you shall celebrate it as a festival to the Lord.
Whole community
Tribe,
must,
So we are gathering
Gathering.
with our young and old,
with our sons and daughters,
Because we are to
celebrate a festival to the Lord.
There can be no doubt what this time is all about. Why the mighty drummers beat.
Why we sing so bold, why we gather young and old, why our people come to me.
So listen, I can hear it now.
what's been commanded, reigns are ours. We have brought you all aboard.
Cry the cry across the land, anticipating what's at hand. Come from every nation now, come and join the celebration now. Yeah!
Clear, people are filled with awe.
They'll come among our tribe. They'll gather here inside and see that they've been made apart.
Feel it, I can see it now.
Here in this December, we'll joyfully remember, hear that gathering call. Cry the cry across the land, anticipating what's at hand. Come from every nation now, come and join the celebration. Feel the mighty stomping beat of strongly shouting voices sing. Feel the spirit of people come alive with the gathering of our tribe. Cry across the land, anticipating what's at hand. Come from every nation now, come and join the celebration.
Feel the mighty I am Tanani, strong and courageous.
I am Layla, nurturing and wise.
I am Kira, cunning and clever.
And I am Bob.
And we welcome you to our gathering.
Our celebration.
Our carnival.
Carnival.
Yes.
Carnival.
No, Bob. Our carnival is a tilt-a-whirl and a cotton candy booth set up in the strip mall parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
This is no carnival.
This is a festival.
Festival.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
the
the
festival.
festival.
For generations and generations,
In every season.
Every nation.
Every culture.
tribes have gathered to celebrate the festival.
The festival of the new moon.
The festival of the old moon.
Harvest festivals.
Wedding festivals.
Birthday festivals.
And Death Day festivals.
And God has seen that it is good to celebrate in this way.
This is a day you are to commemorate. For all generations to come, you shall celebrate it as a festival to the Lord, a lasting ordinance.
And so tonight, another tribe gathers.
Our tribe.
To celebrate a great and mighty festival.
And what do we celebrate, you may ask?
Is it a snow festival?
Yes, the snow. I love the snow.
No.
No, it's not.
Is it the celebration of the winter solstice?
The winter solstice. I love the winter solstice.
No.
It's not the winter solstice.
Do we celebrate decorated pine trees?
Christmas trees.
Tinsel
Christmas trees. Yes, they're
shrouded
so
and candy cane
beautiful. I
covered.
love it.
Inside and out.
Yes, I love the Christmas.
No.
Is it the long-awaited fat man in red?
Huh. Santa Claus with his big fat belly. Ho, 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 ho. No, it's not.
Not even that.
No. While we have often celebrated in this way,
And even celebrated these things themselves.
They are not worthy of celebration tonight.
And so, we cast off these things.
The snow,
The winter,
the trees,
Even the fat man.
yes, even he.
we gather together as a tribe to celebrate the
coming of the Prince.
the pageantry.
The music,
The laughter.
the celebration.
It is for one purpose alone.
for one reason only.
To gather.
To honor.
To joyfully.
The Prince.
Yes. The festival of the Prince.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
The Prince who is King.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So, the festival of the King.
The festival of the King.
Yay!
So listen, I can hear it now.
This
December, we joyfully remember, hear that gathering call.
Gathering of our
Once there was a king.
a great king.
the mightiest of kings.
the King of Kings.
Yes.
And the people cried.
And he was in love.
In love with his people.
But the people did not know.
And the people cried.
They could not understand.
Oh Lord, hear my prayer. Let me know you're there. My spirit's faint within me. Oh Lord, I wanna hide. And the people cried.
The people were in trouble.
Reckless
Destructive.
Broken.
and hurting.
They did not know how to change.
They did not know how to heal.
They did not know how to save themselves.
From themselves.
They desperately need the care.
The help.
The love.
Of the King.
The king shouted his love.
From the rooftops.
He sent many love notes.
He reached into their lives.
Gave many pardons.
Forgave their wrongs.
Endlessly.
And the people cried.
They did not respond to the king's decrees.
They did not return his love notes.
They could not hear him.
For some reason, they did not want to.
Oh, my heart is tough, and my ears have heard enough. My eyes are looking nowhere toward, while I shout, for how long, Lord? And the people cried.
And so the king wept for his people.
With his people.
Their misery.
Their woe.
Their need for
Help.
Their need for
Him.
he saw.
He felt.
the plight of his people.
He had talked.
But they did not hear him.
He had acted.
But they did not see.
And so he saw their need.
To see him.
Among them.
To know that he was real.
And close.
And there.
But a king
With them.
does not come down
One
One
of
of
them.
to live among his people.
No king but this king.
And so he prepared to leave his palace, his home, his mighty throne to live among the people.
He prepared to dress himself
Like them.
to become
One of them.
This king,
Common.
our king,
Weak.
but still king. And so he sent word.
Shout, daughter Jerusalem, see, your king comes to you, righteous and having salvation, gentle and riding on a donkey.
He sent announcements.
The Lord will lay bare his holy arm in the sight of all the nations.
sent invitations.
Therefore, the Lord himself will send a sign. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel.
God, the King, with us.
All this
Notice.
so that they would
Notice.
his coming.
This King,
Elohim,
The King.
Adonai
the
The
King,
King.
is coming.
And the people cried.
still no one listened. He came anyway.
He came anyway.
To declare his love.
to a people who did not love him back,
To be with those
who did not want him,
Such was.
And is.
the love of the King.
And so he boarded his mighty chariot.
No, Bob.
He mounted his white horse.
No, try again.
Corvette.
No.
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 Well, was he a king or not?
He is
He is
the
greatest kind of king.
He came
Poor,
Afraid.
Alone.
to a girl.
And so it was
And so it was
that the king
that the king
chose a girl.
not a rich girl or a girl of high position or rank,
not a chieftain's daughter or a princess,
Just a girl.
just a girl.
Just a girl.
And so it was that the king sent a messenger.
one who stood in the presence of the king
One who was sent to speak.
to tell her of this good news.
A mighty messenger.
A mighty messenger.
A mighty messenger. A mighty, mighty messenger.
And so it was that the messenger came to the girl with a message from the king.
Greetings, you who are highly favored. The Lord is with you.
The girl was greatly troubled at his words.
Well, look at the guy. I'd be a little greatly troubled myself.
And wondered what sort of greeting this might be. But the messenger brought
Glad tidings.
Tidings for you.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid.
You're supposed to look afraid.
All right, I'm a little afraid.
Don't be afraid, for you have found favor with God.
the king.
What have I done to find favor?
It's not what you have done, but what he plans to do through you, for his mercy flows forever.
Plans through me?
You will give birth to a son.
A son, but I'm a virgin.
I know.
We know,
We
we
know.
know.
Go on. Go ahead.
But you will give birth to a son, and he will be great.
Great!
He will be called Son of the Most High.
Most High. Most High,
He will be called
Wonderful.
Counselor,
Mighty God.
Prince of Peace.
Don't you see? It's the coming of the King.
Through me?
Yes,
But
No buts, child.
No buts.
I know your reasons why not, but the King has them well in hand. So make ready for the coming of the King.
I am a servant of the King. May it be to me as you have said.
Don't worry. It will be.
Left alone,
And wondering,
The girl was afraid.
blessed are you among women, girl.
and blessed is the child you will bear.
In good time.
The blessing of the message from the King.
The plan that was unfolding out of his unimaginable love.
Such a simple and unexpected way for a king.
And she believed,
I believe.
and she trusted.
I trust.
Blessed is she who has come to believe that what the King has said
Will be.
All the good you've given me is bigger than the mighty Baobab tree. The goodness that comes down from you is straighter than the tall sheets of bamboo. Like a waterfall that's pouring over me are the blessings of my King. Like a toucan that is taking flight, or a star that rises smoothly in the night. Like the beating rhythm of the drum is the beating of my heart to know you've come. Like a waterfall that's pouring over me are the blessings of my King. Who am I? Not a princess or impressive kingly girl. So then why, when the darkness lies so thickly on this world, do I get to be the one to bring the world the sun, show the world the face of the King? The sunrise shines across the plains. Your goodness warms the blood within my veins. Like a waterfall that's pouring over me are the blessings of my King. Who am I? Not a princess or impressive kingly girl. So then why, when the darkness lies so thickly on this world, do I get to be the one to bring the world the sun, show the world the face of the King? Who am I? Not a princess or impressive kingly girl. So then why, when the darkness lies so thickly on this world, do I get to be the one to bring the world the sun, show the world the face of the King? The sunrise shines across the plains. Your goodness warms the blood within my veins. Like a waterfall that's pouring over me are the blessings of my King.
And so it was that the girl's challenges had not yet come to an end. For there was a man,
Not a fancy man,
Or a rich man.
a carpenter.
just a man.
Just
a man.
Just a man.
But a man of God.
And so it was that the man was pledged to be married to the girl.
It was the same girl who had received a message from the king.
And so it was that the man discovered that the girl was to have a baby, and it was not his.
And so it was. He wasn't too crazy about that.
But being a good man, he talked to her.
But he did not believe her,
She told him the truth.
but he could not hear.
And so, as to not to bring her disgrace,
He decided to divorce her.
Quietly.
It was then that a mighty battle began within this man.
And there was nothing quiet about it.
My soul is torn apart. My spirit is beating within me, wrestling me to the ground as I let her go. But there's nothing else to do. I must struggle through disgrace, despairing, desiring to be with her. Without her. For this story about the king, this falsely told thing, it makes me mad, mistrusting, mistaken all about her. And now I'm without her.
and so it was that the king sent a messenger,
one who stood in the presence of the king,
one who was sent to speak
into the turmoil of this man,
and bring peace.
a mighty messenger.
A mighty
message.
I know your doubts wrestle you to the ground,
Who are you?
hitting you with endless pounding, keeping goodness from abounding.
You came to her too?
I know your doubts surround you,
You don't know.
but everything she said is true.
No! How can that be? I don't know that I can believe it. A baby? Maybe. Come to bring peace with his birth? Come to be king here on earth? Her with another. Her as a mother. Her with this tale of the king coming to live among us. This tale that has stung us. It beats me to pieces. It rattles my cages. It makes me want to wail. How can I believe?
Believe it. Do not be afraid to take her home as your wife, because what is in her is from him.
The king?
None other. He has come to be among his people,
Why?
to save the people from themselves.
But who does something like that?
This king.
I believe.
And so it was that the man and the girl took a journey.
Together.
A journey foreseen through the ages.
To the least of all towns.
But you, Bethlehem, though you were small among the clans of Judah,
Out of you will come for me,
For me.
For me.
One who will be ruler.
over Israel.
and beyond.
whose origins are old from ancient times.
To the lowest of places they journeyed.
And their coming was not greeted with fanfare as it should have been.
In fact, all doors were closed to them.
Which is why the manager pulled some strings And they stayed in a 5-star hotel.
No, there was no room.
Okay, they stayed in a 4-star hotel with an outdoor swimming pool.
No, there was no room.
Sunset Motel.
Bob, there was no room.
Right.
For it was to be that this highest of kings
Was to come in the lowest of ways.
In the lowest of places.
for all people.
Nearby in the fields,
There were shepherds
who were watching their sheep by night.
Oh, those poor sheep, they're so cold, shivering in the
when suddenly a messenger appeared before them.
A mighty, mighty messenger.
Yeah, mighty, mighty messenger.
Behold!
And they were terrified.
Do not be afraid,
he said to these,
for I bring you good news of great joy, which will be for all people. Because today, in the lowest of towns, the king has come at long last.
Is he in the palace? Is he in the governor's mansion? Is he in the temple?
He is in the dirt and the hay.
What? The hay? What kind of king comes like that?
Haven't you been listening? This king!
Hold it, dude. Can't you see they just came in? And look at the sorry old seats. They're the poor guys. Just cut them some slack, all right?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Well, what are you waiting for? Go find the baby.
We know that's true. We can smell you all the way from over here. Woo!
Why you? Because he has come for you. Now, go find the baby.
and so these dropped everything
and went to find this king.
For he had come for them.
To the east, earthly kings laid eyes on a single star.
A long-awaited sign.
That at last the coming of the king was at hand.
And these kings
Dropped everything
and bearing gifts.
Hey, y'all got the gifts, right?
You betcha, Bob.
Whew.
and began a long journey.
That's men for you.
to go find this king.
For he had come for them.
And while they were there,
The time came for the baby to be born.
The king.
The very earth itself may have held still.
We're not quite sure about that. We're still checking.
All of heaven held its breath.
All of creation trembled and quaked.
For this moment.
It's the coming of the king!
the coming of the king!
And so it was to these common people.
Just a girl.
Just a man.
The king came
This uncommon plan.
to be reunited with his first love.
His people.
It was a plan for all people.
A story for all nations.
All tribes.
All people.
Rulers and peasants. Merchants and shepherds. Rich and poor. Men and women. Jew and Greek.
You.
And
me.
A simple and amazing plan.
For the king to come down in the lowest of ways.
So that we could go up to the highest of places.
A plan designed from the start.
The coming of the king.
King.
The coming of the king!
Raise your voice, raise your everything and sing, coming of the King. Yeah.
Oh, creatures of our God and King, lift up your voice and with us say, every tribe and every nation is filled with expectation. It's a cause for celebration now. Every tribe, filled with expectation. Cause for celebration. Every tribe, every nation.
Down to us in the dirt and shame.
Came down to us to take the blame.
The waiting answer for everything is the coming of the King. Every tribe and nation, God celebration, butterflies are taking wings. Even the rocks shall raise their heads, and the flowers shout out from their beds. As heaven and nature sing, as heaven and nature sing, as heaven and nature sing, at the coming of the King. Heaven and nature sing, as heaven and nature sing, as heaven and nature sing, at the coming of the
el mongo, Armisha 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 el mongo, Armisha
the cause of our celebration,
our gathering,
our festival.
In this time we joyfully remember
that our King,
our God,
our Jesus,
Most High,
the King of Kings,
left everything to join us.
Left everything for us.
Though we did not want him,
he came just the same.
May you joyfully remember in little tribes all your own
why it is that you celebrate this season
for one purpose and one alone,
the coming of the King.
know. Bob might be coming back. Oh, they were good, weren't they? Is that awesome? Wow. Thank you so much for coming. It was our pleasure to get to give you this gift. Thank you for coming. Merry Christmas.